it going?
Try again. Let's do it again.
All right.
Welcome to Tuesday Night! We are the Raconteur Society, once again still here with your tabletop gaming needs.
Deja vu.
Deja vu do. Anyway, we're playing Twilight 2000 tonight, and as soon as Mike rolls the introduction, we'll get underway and tell you what we're going to do.
Gimme.
What are we doing?
Twilight 2000. Does TikTok have audio for us?
I don't know. I'm trying to listen, and I'm not hearing anything. So
Well,
TikTok may not have any audio tonight. So if you're on TikTok, go to Twitch or Facebook. Mr. Brad Elton is the one running the game tonight. He's our referee. Sir, take it away and tell them what we're doing.
All right. So, recap from last time. You guys. Basically, kind of found that the bridge was guarded by Soviet and Zomo units. Zomo. So you kind of went northwest up the river towards the city up there to see if the bridges would allow you across, but they had been destroyed. You then saw some burning houses, and you went and investigate, and you met some farmers and stuff. Yeah, there was burning houses and the dead bodies.
Yeah.
So, terrible concert.
Yeah.
You met some farmers, and they kind of thought it was you guys that may have done it, that you were the marauders, but Kenny talked them out of it, got them to calm down, and basically they kind of told you, well, if you want to get across river, maybe you could go talk to Nikodar Polanski, who just lived just a little bit south of Brzag, an old farmhouse. So you guys traveled there, and you met up with him, and he told you he can get you across the river on boats individually, but he can't get your Humvee across. So then he kind of recommended maybe if you go in, if he can get you across, you go into the city and you can talk to Bruno. He's sort of the local black
Simon's
market
on
kid.
here. Hi, Simon.
Hello, Simon.
Hey, Simon.
Yeah, we know what's going on TikTok.
Hey, Rom. Hold on.
And Sue is on. Hi, Sue.
The TikTok camera is our camera.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'll do that.
So, what's that? Sounds having issues. Hang in there. Why is it pointed over there?
Huh?
Why is the camera pointed over towards?
Because it's getting the whole group.
Is it
TikTok's a
really?
different camera. Yes.
Oh, which one's TikTok?
That one.
Oh, what's pointed at the
Brad's having a meltdown. Dogs and cats living together.
You see that?
Yeah, the hard drive burnt out, so we lost everything on one of the drives.
Well, you shouldn't cook burgers on them.
So tasty.
I am on a pendulum.
I'm a well of emotion.
For Dennis, it's like the MS or the
I know,
SCTV.
it's 3D.
Would you like some pancakes? The cheap 3D they do.
My free traveler.
Poor Dennis. It's getting like he's we're gonna puke. The people at home are like, what the fuck is going on with that dude?
But we are so happy to have Mike. Really. Because he has done an awesome job
Well, he's
starting with nothing
Yeah.
and self-taught and just hats off, sir.
Thank you.
yeah, definitely.
Ta-da.
Twitch and Facebook.
Twitch and Facebook are running.
All right, so like I said, you guys went to that farmhouse. Told you gotta get you across the river, but can't get your Hummer across.
No.
Then told you about going towards Bruno, who's sort of the black marketeer Right. at the Oriental Hanoi. He recommended that you guys get some different clothing. Probably don't want to take weapons with you and stuff
Like that. Well, at least nothing that people are going to see, because if the patrols see you heavily armed,
Oh, right.
they're going to realize you probably don't belong there or whatever.
Right.
But so you guys kind of spent the night there. And then the next morning you were going to go look for basically see if you can find. He had some clothing, but not like from his sons and stuff like that, but not enough for everybody. Kenny probably didn't need any because you don't really wear a uniform.
No, I definitely
The rest of you probably do.
dark ops.
So he kind of pinpointed where some of the houses and stuff like that, like there's a little small village down the road that he believes is pretty much abandoned and stuff like that. So kind of gives you an idea where you can go scrounge for some of that stuff. And then hopefully if you guys get back by nightfall, then maybe you can cross the river at night and then you can go into the city.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing? It's the first shift of the morning.
Who's on first shift?
Oh, everybody is.
Yeah, everybody. You guys slept that night, and
So I would
Right.
probably go out and try and camouflage the car as best I can.
Okay.
Make sure it's not easily seen.
Well,
Kind
I
of
think
park it where he
we're-
wanted us to.
Yes, he said it was alright for there, but I think we had to move it
Eventually.
eventually.
yeah, for the night it was all right there, but
Right.
maybe move it somewhere further away from the house that way, because if any guy comes up to the house,
Right. So
They'll probably see
I will probably move the car and then spend most of that time getting the camouflage, look for stuff to put over it, and try and make it blend in.
okay.
As best I can.
Devin will go with you on that,
Okay.
so you can. He's probably got a higher recon than you, right?
Yeah, I don't have recon.
You don't have recon, okay? So you can probably help him.
He could have one eye and no ears, and he'd be better at recon than
Yeah. Probably while you're out there though, yeah, he's probably gonna take like those are like toolkits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're actually like I think a full like that's where your shovels and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
So it's probably like there's probably a small kit for just your small tools, but then it's probably like in a large duffel bag. Stuff like that. But he's probably gonna take one of those and empty it out. And then he's gonna start you can see him, he'll put like the RPK in there and he'll put some magazines and stuff.
Okay.
And it's like, hey, do you want anything? And we're taking these across with us,
Okay.
and we'll stash them somewhere.
All right.
So he kind of fills that up with some ammo and some stuff like that, so
Yeah.
you can figure out what you're going to take later and everything.
Okay.
So, and he'll drag it back up to the farmhouse or whatever. What about the rest of you?
I'll try to go on scrounging, whatever, to try to find other clothes or
Okay.
whatever else.
Is anybody going with him, or what about you two?
I'll go with the dog.
Okay.
I'll go with the dog.
Okay, so the three of you kind of go out and kind of look for that stuff. Do you have scrounging or anything? I think it's survival is what it is.
I don't actually have survival, but I've got the recon.
So it'd just be intelligence then. Yeah, it's under
Intelligence,
survival.
Yeah.
Does anybody have survival or?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, you do, don't you?
I don't.
What do you use scrounging?
I don't know. I think it was my intelligence.
Oh, you were just using your intelligence?
I assume so.
Told us about.
So just the die for the intelligence.
Let me see
then?
if it's not. If I'm mistaken, it's not recon.
'Cause I don't have either of those. I have tech.
You just got the specialty for scrounging, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. I had the specialty scrounger. I forgot about that.
Simon wonders if we can break down the guns and hide them.
Yeah. Some of them you can.
In our
yeah.
butts.
But if you can just put them in the
More of those rim jobs.
duffel bag. What about rim jobs?
Put that gun together. I come
Alien rib
get
jobs.
that uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass.
30
Yeah,
years.
so you can just make an intelligence roll. You don't have scrounging, so just be just
I
intelligence.
got a 7.
7.
I got
Okay.
11.
And then let me roll. Okay. You go on, basically, you kind of using the advice that he kind of gave you and everything, the locations, you kind of go and find some of the empty buildings and stuff like that. It's basically just probably like one of like a small town, probably like maybe 100 or so people. You probably lived there at one time, but there's probably maybe like 24 buildings or something like that left that are even remotely standing. But you kind of pick through them and stuff like that, kind of going through a few of them. And you got the two of you kind of helping everything. You kind of piece together at least something decent enough for everybody to wear, except for maybe like shoes. You'll probably have to, might have to
I
wear
found
your
some
boots
nice
or whatever, but
pumps.
pumps look really good. Probably a lot of sweatpants, like you need Didi's sweatpants. Everybody has those in Eastern
Ooh,
Europe.
leg warmers.
Ooh, leg warmers. Vlogs? What the hell?
So you spend the shift doing that, and then basically come on back about the same time. You guys will get done with that.
Okay.
So you guys probably meet back up at the farmhouse, unless you guys are going to do anything else while you're out there.
Well, I mean, what are we looking for? Just clothes, or looking for anything else?
Basically clothes, but anything else we might find. I don't know if we need to find additional water.
Food, water, tools,
Let's see. You did get one success.
children. How much for the children?
Matches.
Yeah.
Why am I now seeing the party dresses like the village people? Yep.
I'm the construction worker.
I'll be the cop.
Go ahead and make another survivor roll. You got one. You can get one bonus since you got help.
Whoa.
Got a 6.
These don't pop, do they? Like they do in Deadlands, right?
No.
No.
You just want 6, you want 6 or better. So yeah, I got a bonus success.
Double six.
That should tell you how many successes that is.
Two bangs on it. I found a helicopter that's fully fueled.
Sweet.
Too bad it's a drone, so it's only this big.
Yeah, I didn't say it was a rideable one.
Boost the power output so it can carry the Humvee across the river.
Right.
Yeah, found a Chinook helicopter, fully fueled, with a pilot. Just sitting there, bored out of his mind. Gave him a ham sandwich, said do whatever he wanted.
He's a hologram.
Was he from down under?
He's out from under.
Right.
Take a bite of my sandwich.
Okay, roll a d8 for me.
8, 8, 8.
Shit.
3.
I felt it hit my shoe.
Right there. Bounced off my tower. Drop it
Roll
right
one
there.
more time.
I got a 1.
1.
1.
Yeah.
I got a 5.
Wow, 1.
And then roll
Yeah, Bobby was laughing at all the ones I was rolling.
a
last
d3, like, you know,
Okay.
d6, and then
time. Especially when I rolled the wrong.
Three.
a d1.
Oh, it's the wrong
a
die. I
d10
rolled
with
the
it.
right die.
A D10
One.
with it?
Yeah, just one of you.
That,
Oh,
okay,
What'd you get?
10.
2.
So what was on the d6?
3.
I wrote I wrote a 5 for half, so that
You
would
roll
be
a 5, they let me roll a D10, and I roll a 10.
Okay, so the only thing you find useful is you find like some packages like light bulbs and stuff.
Ow! Light bulbs don't do anything for me.
Yeah. Actually, you can probably break those down for chemistry.
Oh, yeah. True, we can make heroin out of them.
Explosive.
Explosives, yeah.
So that's about the only other thing you find
Do I
that's
find any
broken.
parts to construct a still?
No. No, it's just you just roll randomly on here. It's just kind of a chance. Only the clothing is the only thing that's. You actually rolled clothing on the first one.
Okay.
Exactly. Then I just had you re-roll it. So, yeah. So just the light bulbs, and you could probably break those down for like 6 parts.
Trying to transform your PC into a different device.
Yeah.
The Decepticons got it.
Is that better now?
What are you guys doing?
Oh,
So are we back at his house?
Yeah.
Okay.
so he's gonna what? Take us over 4th shift?
Yeah. Later that night, at nightfall.
Mm,
So probably at the.
let's rest up.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably it's like what, noon? About noon now.
Get something to eat,
Yeah.
some sort of lunch, and then try on the clothes, see what fits, what we need.
We're going to
guys
have a
are-
fashion show.
You guys already had like that late dinner, so you don't have to mark anything off.
Oh, okay. Leftovers.
This was already leftovers.
Sure.
This is leftovers that are left over.
I'll probably just take a little bit of time and make sure all my guns are clean and working order, you know. Since he's a mechanic, I figure he probably does that with the guns too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Try and clean up the rifle and make sure it's still good. Never let it get rusty. And then probably after that, I'll ask him if he needs any help around house, or you know, do you need help with anything, or otherwise?
Maybe I don't know what he would really need. I'll probably maybe collect firewood and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll help him do that. And that way,
Okay.
when I lay down to rest, I'll be tired and
Okay.
actually try and sleep. You know.
So he can point out where he chops out wood and
Yeah.
give you some, you know, axe and stuff like that. And
I'll probably help out around the house too until
Okay.
we get clothing situated. For the same reason, you know, be able to be tired when I go to sleep and sit and dwell on things.
Devin will probably tell you, you know, if you want to pick out some stuff and shove them in the tool bag,
Oh yeah.
we'll take them across
Oh, okay.
and then
Sure.
just stash them somewhere
yeah.
because he doesn't want to get stuck on that side of the river.
With
You know,
nothing.
if something happens.
Right.
So,
Put some guns or some weapons in a bag.
Yeah.
Well, we got like what 46 revolvers, don't we, or something like
Yeah, to say how many revolvers do you
We
have?
got
'Cause
4
those you can
service
take with
revolvers
you.
because I was going to throw one in there.
Okay.
that. Also, put all 4 of them in there.
Well, you can take those with you and hide them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the big guns, you know. You could hide hand grenades and stuff like that.
I got it. Hold on. Here's a couple
Yeah.
landmines. Here's a couple claymores. Here's a couple grenades.
I don't think I'd want to keep that landmine right next to my crotch.
Here's a med kit too. We blow our hands off.
Yeah, I probably ought to take a couple med kits.
And probably maybe food, at least one day's food, just in case.
Do we just use MREs for that?
Mm-hmm. Hey Anastasia, how you doing?
Hey, Anastasia.
Hello.
She just got home.
Hey. Welcome to the stream.
So you kind of work that shift that are just around the house, kind of help him out, gather some firewood. Maybe there's something here or there that needs to be fixed or whatever.
So
then,
then, the stream sound is back. Good.
Oh, probably want to take walkie-talkies too. Well, at least one, and leave one with him.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because you'll have to have a way to get back for him to know when you're ready to come back.
Yeah, 2 handheld radios. So we'll give one to him and we'll take one.
Okay.
And then do we want to take MREs or units of food?
MREs.
Okay.
And then Devin was taking that RPK with the 3 magazines and stash that in the bag.
Okay.
So whatever else you guys want to take with you.
Take a grenade or smoke grenade.
Yeah, we can take some grenades.
Yeah, you can carry those on. You can hide those on you.
First aid, couple first aid kits.
You can probably have those on you too as well. They're just little kits. So I guess what did the rest of you mostly use? The AKM or something, or
I tend to have my M16.
you got the M16?
I definitely got my Beretta 9mm pistol.
Take my medical bag, or is that probably too?
You can stash that probably. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, you can carry it around. It's up to you. I think
Probably
it's,
take it. You can get like a sack or something. Throw it in.
you have a backpack, don't you?
Yeah.
You can still have a backpack. I mean, you just can't. I mean, a backpack you can carry. You wouldn't be able to carry a rifle in it, but you'd be
Yeah.
able to stick that in there. And
Okay. Well, I'll do that.
Can I get my AK-74 in that?
yeah, you could probably get like 4 or 5
Right.
rifles in there, and then a couple magazines for each of them.
The M16, what A2, what ammo size does it use?
5.56, and or just put down NATO 5.56.
Okay, because we don't have that on our equipment.
That was probably on your personal list from when you
Oh,
first
yeah,
made
yeah,
the
yeah.
character.
There it is.
I do want to make mention of something completely off topic at the moment as well, is that the Big River Steampunk Festival is having a moment in the Hannibal City Council discussion because there seems to be a problem going on down there, and they're currently talking about what they're going to do about it. Pammy is currently in session with them discussing what's going on. So if you are anybody out there watching that is from the Big River Steampunk Festival or in Hannibal, Missouri, check that out. Send your support. It's a great festival.
Yeah, I think it'd be okay.
Don't let the poo-poo dillies ruin it for everybody.
Okay. So yeah, I've got one reload. Well, I have several, but I'm going to take one of my reloads for my M16. Just so I need it, or just in case I need it.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Yep. Take extra food
For
for
trade.
trade if you have it to spare.
oh, yeah.
Well, we do have 30 units of actual food.
Oh, yeah, actually before, Nick, he's going to give you a bag because in that, basically that little, greenhouse, he does grow like some food and everything like that, vegetables and stuff like that, like
Oh, okay.
whatever.
Take this wacky weed. They'll love you.
No, well, he's not giving it to you, but he basically, hey, can you take this and give it to Bruno, and then either bring it with you or have one of his
We'll talk
men
about
drop off
Bruno.
a bottle for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I haven't been able to get down there for some while, and it would be nice to have a bottle again.
Okay.
Sure, sure. We'll talk about Bruno.
Don't give it to the doctor guy though. He drops stuff.
He's liable to operate on the turnip and it'll go bad.
Yeah. So, you guys need to piecemeal anything whenever you're ready.
I need a piece.
Oh, all right. We taking a break?
No, I just have to go
Okay.
real quick.
Tinkle.
Don't be on me.
You're gonna go in the laundry
Don't be
room.
on me.
Yeah, TikTok's working.
Is it working now?
Working? Oh, okay. I guess TikTok's up.
Gotta check it.
Apparently, he has to go pee. That's what he had to do to fix it.
Well, sorry about the difficulties, TikTok.
I don't think our sound
That was
is
me.
Don't cry about it.
Is that our stream? It is.
We're live on the talk of ticking.
So yes, if anybody out there in TikTok land is still watching or looking, now we have sound. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
We back.
God damn, it looks good. That
Thank
really
you.
looks good.
Thank you. Oh, you're talking about TikTok. I was
Stream,
talking about
yeah.
me.
I forgot you can't. Anyway.
So yeah.
Sounds good.
What was it? Do you know?
Boxes. The opening, restarting. Studio thing still has issues.
Oh, I see. Okie dokie.
All right. You guys got what you want?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay. Basically towards nightfall then. So probably around, it is summertime, so probably around 7 or 8 or so.
Simon said, I think there's a better quality of fan on Twitch with the little sunglasses on.
I agree.
They're very cool.
I agree too. He's probably the only one on Twitch, but he's awesome.
And he will start to ferry you across the river. You guys basically get across the river.
Exciting.
I know. And you end up probably just a little ways, maybe about 2 or 3 miles outside of the south side, or actually no, it'd be more the east side of Brazeg.
Okay.
He kind of points out, he kind of told you in the general direction, which is pretty much about the center of town right before you get to there's the center where all the Renaissance buildings and stuff like that. Right before you get to that area, the old city, right there about the center, there's the
Church.
no, the bar. It should be close to where the medical center is.
Okay.
Actually, it's almost like right across, just down the street and right across from the medical center. And the medical center is actually pretty large.
And the bar had a name, didn't it?
Yeah, the Oriental Hanoi.
That's right.
So
And that's Bruno's place.
yes. So Devin will probably.
I forgot. That's a bar that it's kind of like an open, like anybody can go in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did say if you go into the center of town, though, or actually, I don't think he told you, but he tells you before he drops you off. be careful if you try going into the center of town. They might want you to show a writ, a piece of paper showing there's citizens and then there's refugees.
Okay.
So be careful because you guys don't have any papers or anything like that.
Right.
So.
And those people are usually on patrol, I'm assuming.
He doesn't know exactly, how they patrol around. He knows the bridges are guarded, and then the Zomo patrols the outer areas. He doesn't know how far into, but definitely around in Hanoi, that is basically an area where they will be at.
Okay. All right.
How are you guys now going to proceed?
Carefully.
Yeah. So I'll ask Nick, basically it's just kind of walking through the woods, or there like roads we should come in on town or come in on to make it look less suspicious, or do we just wander out of the woods? How does he suggest we approach without raising?
You can pretty much approach the eastern end pretty easily. Because that will start into the small residential areas, which are pretty much abandoned, or anybody you do see there are going to be refugees. Most of them, most of the refugees are to the south of the city, in the southern city environment.
Well, that's where we should come in. Do you think we should come in through the south, or are they going to stop us because
there'll probably be more people in the south.
more people in the south?
So we go in through the east, we can kind of wander in.
What about the northeast west?
That's the river.
Northeast west? I think we should airdrop in.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see that the far eastern tip there, on the eastern side of the map. That's where you're coming up on.
Like down here?
No,
Oh.
that's west. East is on the other end.
Oh yeah. So down here?
Yeah.
That's where we're coming in?
Yep. Okay. So there's like one main road that skirts along the river there that you can take. That's probably the closest. That's the first thing you really kind of see.
Well, that'd probably be the easiest thing then.
Or are you going to try
Dragon.
do something else? It's up to you guys.
Yeah, unless you guys have a better idea, I'd say just come in off the road, or at least get up to where we can see who's around, or we just stroll into town.
Haulers or gremlins or small woodland animals we can hunt?
No,
You can
you guys
communicate
will do
with.
that.
Yeah. What are we, Aquaman? You want both of these back or one of them?
No, you can hold on. I got Google on the
All
computer.
right, so
You're going to burp?
yep. Well, what do you fellas think? You're the spy guy. What do you say?
Just come in closer to the river, and then maybe we can get a lay of the land as we're going into anything else we might spy. But in general, we keep to the shadows.
All right.
We going in the evening then? Or you got
We are going.
It
into
is-
the-
it
We're
is
already
evening.
Oh.
across the river now.
Yeah, it's nighttime. What time of night is it anyway? About midnight or
I think you guys talk around 7 or 8, so it's
Oh.
probably like 8:30 or 9 by the time you get
okay.
to the
Dusk.
outskirts there before you actually get into anything built up.
We better hurry. I don't know what time the bar closes.
10 o'clock
10 o'clock.
curfew.
Oh man,
10 o'clock a.m.
You better run.
I like back home.
Okay, so you just gonna head off on that road then, or
Yep.
Yeah,
okay?
keeping to the shadows and kind of watching for.
Okay,
movement
so
of
you
people.
are gonna try and stay hidden then.
Yep.
What's the lowest recon level of you guys?
None.
None.
No.
None. What's the lowest intelligence level of you
I'd
guys?
be-
None.
I've got.
No intelligence.
I have an A.
I have an A also.
I've got a D for recon.
Okay,
Got to
but
be intelligence.
you got B intelligence. What's your intelligence?
D.
B. Okay, so you got to go with the less number. So use someone roll either one of you guys since you're the lowest. Roll a 10-sider, one of you.
Got 9.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. So I give you 2
Floodlights, come on.
successes.
Papers, please.
You don't even make it to the. You don't even make it to the city. There's like
That would not surprise me. They shot the bag. That's where the grenades are again.
Kaboom!
okay. You kind of come in, basically on that road. Eventually, you kind of hit like a small,
Dog.
small dog. Very scattered area of buildings and stuff like that. A couple of business type stuff or industrial. Most of it, also some warehousing and stuff along the river. Most of it's kind of run down.
Your leg.
Running down my leg. Most of it's run down. Looks like places that have been pretty much scavenged and stuff like that. I mean, there might still be stuff there, but as you're kind of going as quietly as possible, you can hear some people in and about, but they're probably like you. They're just kind of like
Keeping out of sight.
keeping out of sight, and just kind of moving through and maybe searching for stuff or whatever. Eventually, you kind of get through that area, and you kind of come up towards where the railroad hub is. And that's pretty much just kind of like when you go over to like Burlington Northern and look around there. There's all the different tracks.
Oh yeah.
There's old freight trains or what do you call them, cars or whatever.
Yeah, freight cars.
Is there a railway bridge over the river?
Not a bridge, no. No, it's just like it actually ends right there along the river there. And then it goes outwards away from the river. That's got a lot of open areas, but again, there's not a whole lot of people there. You can see a few, but those they're not really scrounging. They're probably just kind of hiding and living there. There's not that many though. Eventually you kind of start getting into more of the residential area, probably in the railroad area, probably right before you get into the actual city proper. That's probably where Devin will probably stash. He'll suggest to stash the weapons and stuff.
Okay.
And then probably mark it somewhere and probably have you guys keep an eye out, make sure no one's watching you guys as you're stashing it and stuff.
Right.
And then basically you can start kind of going into town. Go ahead and make another stealth check, Mike.
9 again.
Sweet. All right.
For once. Good I'm just not operating on somebody. That's
Yeah, I can tell. And then whoever's got the best survival or intelligence, you can try and guide your way through the city.
Best what?
If you got survival, has anyone got survival?
I do not.
No one. Okay, so the best intelligence then.
I got a D10.
And I've got a B or an A, which is a D12.
Yeah.
There you
here.
go. You.
And then, and you can't really raise that. Or actually, since one person can help it, you can get a D6 with it.
Oh, okay.
You little bastard. Sorry.
whereas plans of us.
Double one.
I gotta mark. Can you draw a little bug on my screen?
Double ones.
Double ones?
I am so lost. I have no idea where we're going.
You guys start wandering around. And you guys kind of like travel for a while, and you have no idea where the fuck you're at.
Yeah, I'm
You're like
lost.
wandering around city block by city block. There are a few more people around out here, but you're being pretty careful. No one's really noticing you or anything like that.
We gotta get our bearings and try again.
Let me try.
Can we see a church steeple?
You know what? Roll a recon roll.
I do an intelligence check to see if I can figure it out too.
You guys are already lost. So you need to get.
You got a 9.
Never mind then.
Huh?
Got a 9.
You got a 9? Okay. You do kind of look around. You do see, you do see one around in this area that you're at. And he did say there was a church in the northeast, or in this area that you were coming up to. He mentioned Father Conrad.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, that's probably his church. Let's head that way.
Okay. You kind of head on over there. still kind of moving through the shadows and stuff like that. And eventually, you come to
Hardee's.
yes.
Yeah, Simon Snake Eyes. I've been doing that really well the last game too.
Okay. Yeah, this is a church. It's a sort of a barricade style church, very old. You kind of basically come up to it. In Polish, it's got a name to it and everything. But you guys don't read Polish, so you don't know exactly what it says. There is probably like a low oil lamp up on the front there where the main doors are and everything like that. Other than that, it's pretty quiet.
Okay. Nobody around, though?
Not really. There are probably a little few people here, but not that many. They're not in the church, but in this area, but
Right.
not that many.
Does this look like maybe a front door to the church?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Well, should we go on up and
Yep.
stop here, or do we go on to this?
We talked to Father Conrad, and so yeah, we need to find Father Conrad. He can give us some bearings.
On the front door.
Come in.
Okay.
Oh,
Sounds kind of light and dull,
Come in.
heavy, the heavy wooden frames of these ancient doors and everything.
let's sneak up. Kaboom! Kaboom!
I come in.
Pull a grenade, open the door, throw it in. Knocking on the door. And 3, 2, 1. Kaboom! The door's off.
After a while, it does take a few moments. After a while, the door kind of creaks open and everything, and you see an older man.
Oh.
Well, actually, yeah, you see an older man dressed up in fatherly.
Right.
You know.
Father?
Yes, he kind of nods. He actually kind of
Father?
his eyes kind of because you just say it like that, right? His eyes kind of go wide for a moment, like kind of shocked, and then kind of looks at all of you, and
It's kind of
he says something in Polish to start with, and then kind of eyes you for a moment.
do you
And
speak
drops the
Ruski?
bloody axe. Like, yes, yes, I'm the father.
Do you speak Ruski or English?
I nudged
Ruski.
It's called Russian.
Like the
Do you say that in English or Russian?
Just like I said it.
Okay. You're Americans?
No,
Sir.
Duh.
Yes, Father, we are.
absolutely not.
Yes.
We don't
That
admit that.
name tag says you work at Walmart.
Hello, can I help you?
He goes, I speak English. You're Americans?
Yes.
Yes,
Just
Father.
trying to get home.
We're a little lost, Father.
We're a lot lost.
See, so.
I don't mean spiritualize either.
Yeah, I could use some help
Well,
there
he could
too.
probably use some prayers, I'm sure.
Actually,
We're trying to meet up with
Would you mind if you
Bruno
stepped inside, sir?
at the Oriental Hanoi, and we're totally lost here in the city.
We were brought across the river by Nick, and I can't remember his last name.
Polanski.
Nick Polanski?
Pulaski.
Pulaski.
Pulaski?
You know, he kind of nods and opens up the door a little wider. Please, please, come in. He's in his 60s, so he's just as old as Nick was. So.
Yeah.
Did we
kinda-
give this guy something? Weren't we supposed to give this guy something?
You don't
One of those rim jobs.
That's right.
You're obviously going to do that, right? You needed a prostate exam.
You're
right.
You're called Boom Boom.
Yeah. Boom, boom. Not,
Change it
not
to
lick,
bang,
lick.
bang.
Not bang, bang, right? No, 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 no.
I forgot to tell you, they're the pimps. You're the boom boom.
Shit. I knew I got in the wrong platoon.
You kind of walk on in. It's still pretty much a very ornate church. I don't know the interior or anything, but you could just imagine an old,
Like the wrought iron
16th.
candelabras. and
yeah,
all
an
that.
old 16th century
Oh, yeah.
church and everything,
Wooden pews.
with a few modernizations. It hasn't really suffered too much, you know. However, the insides now, where like pews used to be, are now kind of like moved out of the way. You can see already there are people kind of sleeping or lying down. There's a few lanterns that are on and cast on a few people that are maybe reading a book, or you can hear a child and kind of maybe talking or maybe even crying a little bit, maybe an infant or something like that. But the lights are kind of left low so as not to bring out too much disturbance from out, draw too much attention from outside.
Right.
You can see another area. You can see like stuff like boxes, food stuff that have been kind of piled up and everything.
So it's more like to help refugees or people who lost their homes.
Yeah.
Survivors.
Right. Okay.
So he's like, come on in. He goes, sorry, I'm just a little shocked to see Americans here. It's been some time.
We're shocked to be here.
Are there more of you?
No, this is it.
At the moment.
He goes, oh. And he kind of looks a little disappointed and everything.
I guess you could say we're refugees too, Father.
Well, you are most welcome here.
Thank you.
You said you were looking for Bruno.
Yes.
We don't talk about Bruno.
We just need to.
That guy I won't talk about it.
We need. We're totally lost in the city here. We just need directions to get to the Oriental Hanoi bar.
It's still quite a ways down, but you can actually.
Anything Savage rolls is fine.
Let me bring up Google Maps again. He pulls up his phone.
Hey, there's a bridge over here.
And he goes, well, he kind of gives you, actually, yeah, just pretty much just sends you back down the way you came, pretty much. And then there's a major road there, and you kind of go further in, and you kind of take it until you pass the hospital and everything. He kind of describes that too and everything. He's like, is there anything you need or anything? I mean, we don't have much here, but
And most of our stuff is on the other side of the river in our Humvee vehicle, which we'd love to be able to find a way to get it across the river, but since they've got the bridge fortified.
I don't imagine they would allow you to come across.
Mm-hmm. They shot at us, so I'm sure that was a pretty good indication.
Yes, I'm sure that's par for the course of.
Is everyone okay here, Father?
For the most part, I suppose. We do what we can here. This is just a small sample of people that I can only take in. We try and collect supplies for some of the refugees and so a few of the other churches that are still here, that are still standing.
Is everyone okay? I'm a doctor, but if there's anybody here that's hurt or anything, or
Not at the moment. They're probably...
okay. Do you want me to work on them so it can be?
You're one of those kind of doctors.
Yes, I am.
He's having a crisis of faith.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a few sick people here, but I don't, unless you have medicines or something, but.
No.
But nothing greatly ill, no great illnesses or anything. At least I'm not a doctor, but yeah.
Okay. All right.
I suppose if you had time, maybe you could talk to them and check them over or whatever, but I don't know how much time you have.
Probably not a lot.
No.
Maybe we come back here
See, this is
later.
why you don't offer your services every time you run into a group of people, Mike.
Yeah.
I know, but
Because they'll be like, yeah, could you check me out? I got hemorrhoids, and then I need some wood cut, and then
You need my hemorrhoids cut?
yeah.
he's like me. I'm like, I'll help you out.
Yeah, well, we got the curfew facing.
Besides, he changed his goal to that too. So
What's his goal?
to kill everyone,
Oh,
help injured physically.
to physically
Physician.
injure the helpful.
I'm doing a damn good job. Physician's creed. So
Help the injured.
yeah, help the injured. Injure them so I can help them.
He goes,
But,
yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do with medical supplies.
Well,
there is the hospital, but it's pretty overburdened right now.
yeah, that'd be beyond me. Plus, being an American,
Not to mention probably
it'd be
guarded.
bad for me anyway. Is there a lot of Russians in town, or is it pretty much just the militia? Or
Mostly the militia, but there is a company of Russians. They're held up in the castle.
castle?
Yeah.
Castles are dime a dozen in Europe.
Oh,
But yeah, there is a castle there.
I was gonna say if it was Gray Skull.
No.
No.
Oh, they wouldn't have gone in there.
No.
Oh,
They don't have the power.
As soon as you walk out, you can see the Russian captain's like, I have the power of Grayskull.
oh crap. Yeah.
They must have won.
Hold my scalpel above me and say, I have the power to kill you.
Pokey pokey.
So, but
You said you were trying to get home.
back to the
Well.
States.
Yes. And we thought about trying to get across the river because that might be the easiest way to get to what might be a launching point for us to get home, but I don't know how we're going to do that now. That's why we came across, see if there's any way to get
Now the airports are working it out. There's
either our vehicle across or figure out what we're going to do from here. We're pretty much at a loss.
So we need to talk with Bruno down at the bar and
See if there's
see
anything
what we
he
can work
suggest.
out.
Let's see.
We don't even know where to go. We're behind enemy lines. We don't know where's safe and what's not. Living in farmhouses isn't great. We've helped a couple people on the way, but
I know. Or he goes, I imagine America is a long ways from here.
Mm,
That'd
yeah.
be quite a challenge. Though as far as Brazil goes, yes, there is the garrison there. But most of the people here don't look too kindly upon them, though.
oh, really? Makes sense.
So anyway, so you said back down the way we came and hang around, head towards the medical center, and that's where the bar's at.
Yeah.
All right.
Father, you said people around here aren't too fond of the garrison, the Russians around here. If there was a spot of trouble, you think we could maybe, if we tried to make a quick escape, they wouldn't do anything about it? You know what I mean? Or are they under obligation? Or I'm not asking for help, mind you, but if we have to beat feet out of here,
So
Are
if
they
you need
gonna-
a place to hide, I can possibly hide you as long as you're not followed.
right?
Can't see you though. So, assistant preacher, get out of the way.
What, you need assistance.
As soon as Brad said, I can't see you, the police dark because the camera's on point. Well, no, you can't see us. There ain't no camera.
Simon goes, when the doc took a Hippocratic oath, did he focus on hypocritical part, LO?
Hypocrite. Yeah.
Well, once you get to the bar, probably, yeah. He goes, if you can get here without being followed, I don't want to bring any more trouble to the people here.
Of course not.
If we're being followed, I ain't coming here. I don't want to bring any more danger to these
As
people.
much as I would like to stand up to them, if there's only 5 of you, but yes, I would do whatever I could. And I'm sure other people would.
Well, hopefully we won't have to call on that. Hopefully we can just get in, talk to Bruno, and get back and figure out what our next plan is. Well, I guess we can head to that bar.
Yep. Thank you, Father. Peace be with you.
He kind of escorts you out.
Shalom.
He shoots off a flare.
They're over here.
You kind of continue on then.
Yeah.
You move on. Eventually you will, and probably it takes about half hour or so, and you'll kind of get to where you see, it's like a 2 or 3 story medical building. You can see that, and you can see again, it's like the front entrance, most of the sides have been boarded up and everything, to keep people from getting in.
Mm-hmm.
And just like the front main entrance is lit up, and you can
Right.
see like a couple of guys. They're not armed or anything. They just look like civilians. And they're kind of like parked outside, just sitting, maybe even sleeping or whatever. They don't really seem to pay too much attention.
Okay.
They seem to be kind of like a guard duty or whatever.
Right.
So, and you can see some lights flickering inside, but
Okay.
other than that, it's pretty quiet there for such a big building.
Okay.
You kind of continue on. Eventually, when you get to this part area, there's probably a few more people in some of the buildings and stuff like that. This is still, since it's outside of the center area, it's still kind of that war torn. I mean, they're not rubble because there was no really artillery barrages in this area specifically
Right.
and everything, but the buildings are all kind of run down and stuff like that.
Right.
You can see there are some people held up in buildings here and there, but it's kind of scattered and everything. Probably when you were coming down this main thoroughfare, you probably did see a patrol of Zomo.
Okay.
Probably about 10 guys, but they were like probably a couple streets over, and you guys had like 2 successes on your stealth.
Yeah, just kind of avoid them.
Or 1 success, but so you were kind of able to avoid them a little bit.
Okay.
Eventually, though, you kind of get to the Oriental Hanoi, and it's basically just looks like it was an old restaurant. You can see the sign is still up there, although some of the lettering has been kind of scratched off or worn off and stuff like that. The windows have been pretty much kind of like boarded up because the windows have probably been broken and stuff like that.
Right.
So there's like plasterboard or dry board or whatever.
Yeah.
But the door,
Chalkboard.
the door is there.
See, special.
It's still it's not boarded up or anything like that, and you can hear quite a few people from inside, the noise, the talking and stuff like that.
Okay.
Oh, NPC number 8. Hello.
Hey, get a hold of us. We have a poster for you.
We'll throw it on the main stream too. There, look at that. NPC number 8. Number 1.
Yeah, if you can somehow get a hold of us and give us, a mailing address to get this poster?
Yes.
We need a mailing address so we can send you the autographed poster from all of us.
Okay. So what do you guys do?
Okay. Oh, we go into a bar.
Okay.
Look carefully around.
You go on in.
John Smith says hi too.
Hey, John.
Hey,
thank you.
John.
Hello, dog.
What's up? You go on in. It's got that low, dark feel, like medieval times. Almost.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
just candles.
Gotcha.
Except there's no fireplace or anything like that.
Okay.
There's probably an old wood burner stove probably somewhere that's been situated in there, but it's not on at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So it's just pretty much candlelight and everything. Most of the tables, it's just like almost like if you were at it, look more like a restaurant, although there is a bar back in the back where you can actually sit on the stools up at the bar's table and everything like that. Up there you can see, actually when you first come in, there's actually like 2 guys, 2 big Polish guys, probably like A in strength, you know.
Gee,
Or A.
they're huge. They grow them big in this part of the
Got that
country.
bulky look to them. One of them's actually got, you can see like a scorpion kind of tucked into his belt.
An actual real scorpion.
He throws it
They
at
don't
that.
mess around with it right there, do they?
Scorpion.
He will stab you with the scorpion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The other guy's
Little
got like a
different.
shotgun that he kind of
Okay.
keeps close by.
Yeah, well, that scorpion right there, I would be
know.
too.
It's like, kiss my scorpion.
Oh.
They kind of look at you as you kind of come in, but they just kind of glance you over to make sure you don't have any obvious weapons or anything.
Nope.
And then they just
I
kind
had the bazooka.
of nod. Up at the bar, there's at least one guy up there kind of working and kind of talking to a few other people. You can see everybody's either drinking something or, you know, from various different glasses. There's no like standard glass.
Right. It's kind of whatever
You
they
know,
got.
just whatever they
around.
have.
Like all the chairs are different.
Some of them
kitchen
might
table
have a
chairs.
bottle on the table, but the bottle will be like Welch's the equivalent to Welch's grapefruit that's been emptied out and something else in it, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like cherry flavor. Ooh,
Yeah.
these guys are crazy.
They rip the labels off though.
What? Oh, that guy.
What do you guys do?
Well, head back to the bar. I'm gonna head back to the bar
Yeah.
and motion.
Is there anyone that looks like a Russian
over?
soldier in here, or is it pretty much just a?
Right now, most of them just look kind of like townsfolk or whatever, refugees. You know, I mean, there's no one in like any type of soldier's uniform or anything like that. At least not at the moment.
Okay.
Did Nick describe what Bruno looked like?
Not necessarily. No.
Okay. All right.
You guys didn't ask him.
Yeah, I should have. I'm probably like, I should have got a
Yeah.
description.
So
All right. Well, I'll let
wait
him
for the
do
barkeep to come back, and
You kind of move on up to the bar and everything.
I say, I'm trying
Yeah,
to say,
I immediately run up to the bar and go like, I hope they take fucking cash.
I hope they take American travelers checks.
maybe.
Yeah, I come out, I'm like, yeah.
I kind of look at.
All right. Well, you're the one that's kind of pointing like that, and you see the guy. He kind of comes up. It's kind of short, but kind of pretty, pretty
Kind of short but
bulky.
pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty bulky.
Like the guy from Predator. The
Mac?
no. The one with the one where they're on the planet. They're being hunted.
Yeah.
The Russian.
Oh, that guy.
Or the Chechen. He was.
It reminds me of Blades.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that guy.
Okay.
But you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, kind of like him.
the one with the kids.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he had the kids.
He was talking about these are my kids. Yeah. Okay, that guy.
He actually had the minigun.
Yeah.
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 It's kind of like that and everything. He kind of comes up, he kind of sees you and like that, and kind of like gives you a little bit of a disappointing look.
did
Slow
we
down.
get any money off of the Marauders at the farm camp?
There is no such thing as money.
There is no such thing as money.
Ammo is money.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, probably, well, yeah, you probably wouldn't know that. So you need, so if you wanted to bring some ammo or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would have taken the last 9.
Well, anything can be used. It's trade. It's a trade.
Oh, it's a
society.
trade. Okay. All right.
Except for Mike's American Traveler's check. Those are good.
Don't leave home without it.
Yeah. He kind of comes up and he kind of says something to you in Polish and everything. Kind of looks over at you after he says it. And
So I see like
I
whiskey
ripped
or
Kenny.
something on that. Do I see stuff on the
Do
ball?
you, do you speak Ruski?
he goes,
Ah, good.
Okay.
I'll put a
Something strong.
AK-47 clip on the.
whole clip.
Wow. I'm buying your bar.
So what is it, like a bullet? I mean, what would be the currency kind of thing?
probably about 2 bullets per shot. Or a small tumbler.
That's a lot.
Sorry. Small
Anyway,
tumbler. I was thinking like kids in tumbling glass. Small tumbler.
I'll take
It gets a little sippy.
small tumbler. Quit
So,
doing drinks. I'm ready to drink.
But whiskey, and is Bruno around?
He kind of goes and gets some glasses and everything and pulls out a bottle and starts kind of pouring out and everything like that and sets the bottle down, takes that clip and starts flipping out rounds
Okay.
and everything. So that's probably like 10 rounds or whatever.
All right.
Or there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And if so about 10 rounds.
10 rounds, saying the clip back. Here's your
Or then he
change.
kind of says, do you want me to just hold on to the clip?
I could have grabbed.
Yeah.
Okay. He goes, what do you want Bruno for?
A little problem. See if he might be able to help us.
What kind of problem?
Oh, it's so good. Oh, that's so good.
Need to get through the city. Need to get towards the west.
West where?
What?
West where? West.
I got
West.
Where to the
word.
west?
Away from the Russians.
You're not friends with Russians?
Not too. No.
And you think this Bruno man is going to help you?
He may or may not.
How do you
All
know
we,
Bruno?
all we can do is ask. Lasky sent us.
Don't forget, you got that. The
Thing to
weed.
fill.
The what? Oh, the food.
Yeah, the package.
Yeah. I until he translates, I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's true.
yeah.
Well, I'm
so-
just reminding you.
yeah. Thank you.
And he goes, "You mean the crazy man on the west side of town?"
Other side of the river.
He kind of smiles. He goes, "So, Nick sent you over here."
Yes.
Well, I am Bruno.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Do I hear him say Bruno?
Yeah.
I kind of, and he kind of, obviously, I'm Bruno.
Mhm.
Okay. I kind of, okay, tell him I got something for a bottle for Nick.
Oh, yes.
And I'll
We have something from
kind
Nick
of
for
get
you.
into my backpack and pull out the little satchel of food that he gave me. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So,
He-
He kind of takes it and kind of looks at it and everything.
Nick was wanting to try to get another bottle.
He kind of leans over. Tell your friend that I will give you a bottle to deliver to him.
He'll give us the bottle.
okay.
He
Another-
goes.
Another bottle?
He
Okay, I got
goes
stuff.
and kind of
You want.
gets a bottle and everything, and probably kind of finds something to kind of wrap it up. And he says, and then he kind of says in English, "So you are Americans?"
He says it in
Yes.
English.
Yeah.
He's kind of,
Yes. So I'll switch to English. I'll say yes.
Okay.
yeah.
So that's why you want to get across the river?
Well, we're across the river already, but we're wanting to head
We wanna go
westward.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That's why you want to
we-
go westward.
Yeah,
Is it,
we've got a
you, Mr.
vehicle,
Bruno?
but it's stuck on the other side, and we don't know how to get it over here. If that's at all possible. If not, we're gonna need to try to scrounge us another vehicle over here.
And he goes, why don't you go sit at the table? Probably be easier to talk that way without other people up here.
All right, so
This is fantastic.
Actually, it's more like rum.
It's fine. It's
It's
fantastic.
very sweet.
He doesn't care. He hasn't had.
I'll reach over and
And it's definitely distilled liquor. It's not.
Yeah.
he doesn't care. He hasn't had. You know.
I'll put a clip on the table next to the bottle and pick the bottle up and kind of look at him like,
The one for Nick or?
the one that he set the bottle down, didn't he? He said
Oh, the one, oh, okay.
the one he was pouring the shots out of.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna put a clip next to it and pick it up and look at him like,
What kind of clip? 30, like
An AK.
the AK 30,
Yeah.
30 clip?
yeah,
Okay. Well, sure. Fuck yeah.
hand it to you. Let's go sit down.
I'm like, you sure you want to be
Making
giving
a
all
kill him today.
sure you want to be giving all your ammo away for just a bottle of
No,
whiskey?
you don't have to do that. It's okay. I mean, that's
Just have a seat so we can get this done with. I want to go home.
You can giving all your bullets away, you ain't gonna get very far. He downs his shot and walks back to the table.
I appreciate it. I'll give you some of mine.
Don't worry about it. I can't shoot this damn thing anyway.
At least they're high.
Well, you should have just with not being able to hit anything with it. So,
Right.
Kool-Aid with a kick, NPC says.
So yeah, we go sit at the table.
Oh yeah.
Furthest away from anybody else in there.
After a few moments, he goes to the back and someone else comes out, kind of tend the bar, and he kind of comes back over and he actually probably sits that clip back down on the table, the one that you gave him, and kind of sets it down by the bottle and everything. And goes, so, you said you've got a vehicle you need to get across?
Yeah.
Or Hummer.
He goes, don't have any way to cross and get it across the river directly, like without anyone noticing.
Right. Is there any way to get it
About
across?
indirectly.
I can get it across the bridge, maybe. It would cost, though. There's bribes to be paid, and, well, you would have to be very trusting. Because you would not be able to be in there without
No,
someone spotting you.
I'm sure.
Yep.
What would it
So
take?
we can. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably look at it.
We've got stuff to trade.
We
so
got nothing but trust anyway.
So-
'cause if we don't get the truck back,
We've even got a case.
we're not out of anything if we don't.
We even got a case of light bulbs.
So, what exactly are you headed?
Home.
Home.
Trying to get home.
Say we
Where's home?
America.
America. United States.
Yes.
We have no idea where we're going out there. Yeah, I kind of look at it like we got a
You
long.
might as well tell me you have a rocket to go to Mars.
Right.
No. They might have been working on that, but
Yeah.
we don't have it.
Where do you suggest we go that we might be a little more safe for a while, so we can get our bearings and figure out how we're getting around?
Probably not here. Not during
No.
anywhere outside of the city. The forest. It's hard to say. World is a crazy place.
Yeah.
Or stay on the road. Either way. But if you seriously wish to get over onto this side of the river with your Humvee, I might be able to make arrangements, like I said.
All right.
Well,
Well, what would that cost?
what would it take us?
Probably a lot more than a couple bullets.
Well, what do you have that's tradable? You've got the ammo. But
Well,
sometimes...
got some weapons. Case of light bulbs.
We got this jelly we found.
you have any stockings?
All right.
Soldiers like to give stockings to women. How about candy? Grenades? Candy and grenades are always a good combination.
That's the most screwed up Halloween I've
We
ever
got
seen.
him.
For the children.
For a real boom boom time.
Trick or treat, bitches.
I can spare some grenades.
We got some grenades. We got some smoke grenades, some rifles.
All right.
I don't know what else you'd be interested in.
Yeah, I mean, that's the main thing. We don't know what you want. Or is there something
It's not
specific?
what I want, it's what whoever's at the bridge wants.
Right.
What they can do is they can send someone across, have them go scavenge, and then they can go to meet you outside of town, and then they can bring say that they found it, and bring it back across. And how did you get across? Nick brought you over,
Yep.
Ferried us over.
and then you can have to come back across on your own. But at least I would have a place for you to go, and you
Pick
can
up the
stay
vehicle
there.
and head out.
Yeah, but what's the
head out
chances
from
that they actually give it to us? What's the chances they'd actually still give it to us?
The
He has
vehicle?
people
Yeah.
picking it up, so probably
The
pretty
bribes are good. They know me.
I mean,
That's a.
Of course, that's just the bribes for them. I would need payment as well.
Right.
Yep.
what do you want?
He kind of reaches out, pours you another drink.
like the bottles going hand in hand.
I'll be a drinking buddy. That's not a problem.
Oh, actually, yeah, and he does actually kind of drink while he's drinking with
I'd
you.
be 2 bullets.
Huh? He goes,
Oh, Melcy said hi.
he goes,
Yeah, birds.
and he actually kind of pushes that magazine back over towards you and is like, this one's on the house. He goes, if
Nothing's
everything goes
free,
all right.
but yeah.
So he kind of like goes, he downs his.
Yeah, I'd
He's kinda-
salute and take it.
He goes, he kind of looks at the bottle as you like.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while.
It won't last forever.
Oh,
Sugar.
do you?
Yeah, I know. I know how to make it.
Oh, he's making his own.
If I had to still,
He
I'd be
wants-
making it myself.
He wants some
There you go. Well,
sugar.
I've got stills, but I'm going to be running low on sugar soon.
Oh, it's time for a sugar rush.
Yeah.
Sugar run.
Sugar run.
And he goes, the sugar that I found was at an old confectionery on the west side of town.
Mm-hmm.
And you go, it was quite a bit there. Sugar doesn't rot very easily.
No.
It doesn't spoil. But now I'm running low.
Yeah.
He goes,
Now, if we can get our vehicle over here, then we could use it to
Carry you as much sugar as you like, sir.
truck some back.
Yeah, I
to
don't know
you.
if that's a good idea. If it's on the other side of town, we're gonna be driving through town in this vehicle.
Yeah, the Russians are
Well,
here.
we'll just take the
Don't
long
think
way
your
around.
hammer will be big enough to haul if I'm fortunate enough. He goes, it won't be large enough to haul the sugar that I need.
Well,
There
they,
is
they got wagons,
there is a
other trucks.
distribution warehouse down in Opole, to the south of here, or southeast of here, whatever. On this side of the river, he goes, that's where this factory used to get their sugar from. I saw an order form. He goes, there may still be sugar there.
Okay.
He goes, perhaps if you go see if there's anything there, I'll consider that part of payment. If you bring something back, perhaps I will give you something more in return, depending on how much you bring back.
Do you have a way for us to haul this, or is that going to be up to us to figure it out?
Nope. I can give you 2 trucks, and I can even give you 2 guides, but that's all I can afford.
Well, that's fine. As long as we got a way to haul it. So around this
Yeah, we can do that.
confectionery, a lot of there are Russian headquarters around there, or kind of smile when I say
Well,
it.
actually, you already know on the other side of the river that you were on, there was members of the 129th
Yeah,
motorized rifle
right.
division
'Cause
down
those are
there.
the ones that burned down the.
You don't know who
We
did
thought they burnt down the house.
that. You don't know who did that.
Right.
And they're actually quite a ways from that
Oh,
where you
okay.
were at.
Okay.
But their headquarters was further up in Warclaw. So,
On that side.
yeah,
of the
because
river.
the 129th is all down this kind of down this river between
Right.
Warclaw, Berzeg, and then Opal.
Okay.
And then there was like one other town in there too, between Warclaw and Berzeg.
Okay.
So you don't know who did that.
NPC number. Sweet. Haha. Aw.
He goes, where was he at? I forget what he was saying.
Well, he said he had the 2 guides and the 2 trucks.
Yeah. I can't afford any more than that. Otherwise, I would have sent them previously. But
Oh, I had joked and said, are there any Russian headquarters around
that's
there?
right. So you already knew there was, but they're not. They shouldn't be on this side of the
Right.
river.
So, okay.
Can Steve it over for you?
I say while you're doing that, I will make sure arrangements get made and have your truck brought, your vehicle brought here, and I'll have it taken to the factory. And there it will be safe.
I don't think it should be an issue.
Shouldn't be. We can get there and see if there's sugar there. That's the main thing. If we can bring some back, we sure as hell will.
Well, proof that we found it, of course.
Given what I know, I'll know what we're looking for.
Sugar.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
I'm just
everything
saying-
we eat had sugar in it. We
Yeah,
know
everything
sugar.
has sugar.
Bring back a whole bunch of muffins.
There we go.
You can extract the sugar. We'll show you how.
I decided it'd be easier to transport if we just made food out of it.
And shoots us all. Anyway.
Here are 20,000 cakes.
We call this Little Debbie.
Little Debbie.
You suck on them hard enough, you'll get the chocolate out of them.
Yeah. Oh, I got sugar rush. Woo. Shot of cake.
All right.
We want to take a break real quick?
We can.
Yeah.
And see
It's
upstairs.
8:30.
You want to go ahead? Take a break?
Yeah, take a break.
Okay.
Be right back, folks. Oh, sorry. Anyway,
We're back.
And that's what I told him.
that's what I said.
The PP
You
break.
take it. I'll give that for $1. Anyway, welcome back, everybody.
But honey, he's eating my popcorn.
You need to lay off the sauce.
Probably at that time, you guys kind of notice some other people kind of coming in.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of looks and everything at them. And as he does, he kind of like, there's like 3 guys that kind of come in.
I think that's pretty
Actually,
obvious.
He does kind of sign over to his bartender and everything. And you see as those guys kind of come up and everything, the bartender kind of like gives them some like free drinks almost. You can kind of, it sounds like at least because they kind of talk and they kind of say something in Polish, and kind of cheerful almost a little bit and everything. And
We're all gonna die. I know.
those are members of the Zomo. So be careful of what you say around them.
I best say nothing. I can't say anything.
He
And
kind
it's
of
up to
nods
you.
and everything.
Yep.
He goes, but do we have a deal then?
Oh, yes.
I shake his hand. We do.
Kind of shaking everything, and he goes, pours out some more drinks and everything. This is the best way to seal a deal.
Oh,
Take a breath. And when I set my drink down, I'm like, so do you want us to go look into this tonight? Tomorrow?
And he goes, probably tomorrow. I would have to get the drivers and the vehicles ready.
all right.
You have space for us to stay this evening.
Do you wish to stay here?
Thank you, NPC. Thank you for the stop.
Where should we go back to?
I think-
Devin's probably kind of like, we should go get our other stuff.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Or maybe just stay.
Thanks, NPC.
Well,
And do you think we should take stuff
we
for
can
the?
find a place.
We should get some things for the barricades if we need more bribes. Good idea too.
Yes, if there's anything else, Devin's like, is there anything else we need from the vehicles? We didn't bring a whole lot of
We should probably unload the vehicle because
We need
we're gonna.
food too.
Yeah.
More food. We only brought one day's food.
Well, let's get back across the river with Nick.
He goes, where did you cross at?
Down there.
A couple
think-
miles outside
yeah.
of town and everything. So close to where Nick lives then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He goes, how long would it take you to get ready?
To leave tonight? Or to go back to Nick's?
To go to Opal.
Oh. Probably not long, I wouldn't think.
I mean, I don't. We know.
And soon
I mean,
as,
you can get back across the river by dawn. And then
Yeah.
You'll probably want to sleep
yeah.
at the very least. So, and then decide how what you want to take, whatever. So maybe about noon or something like that.
Yeah. That'll
Get
work.
back across. So he goes, I can have them pick you up on the road outside of town with the trucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is it that way towards where we're come across, or is it on the other side of town? Where's the?
So, do you have the map?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's further southeast down the river, either south or southeast.
No, that's the main map. Right.
Oh, you looking at the
Yeah, where's
territory map, or you looking at the city map?
The big map, the region-wide map.
so where's Brazig? I can't see.
Here.
That's Brazig.
Where is it?
And you see Opal down below.
Where's it at?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where's it at? Okay. Oh, there it is. Sorry.
He's like, where's it at? Where's it at? And Dennis is following with a pen, like, I'm trying to get.
Here, you can look at it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're in Brazig,
We're here, not here,
and
and Opala is down here.
that's where the confectionery is, right? Apollo,
The distribution.
the distribution center. So
And he goes, he kind of tells you it's just off one of the main roads,
okay,
not too far away, but whether or not you can get there from the main road, I do not know. The city was it was not hit by the bombs, but it was large battle there for quite a while. Most of the city is in ruins.
do you know if there's anybody there now?
He goes,
Kind of
"Most
back where we were, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No,
No, not. Oh yeah, I guess not, because
no, it's in the other direction.
yeah,
Okay.
we had talked about going there, but then we went
What is wrong with my mouse?
North Seas.
NPC is drunk people trying to look at a map. That's true.
No, the sad,
I don't even know where we're going.
bad thing is we're not even drunk.
No.
He goes,
Oh, Simon's back, and I have returned.
Oh,
that's a small, short work day.
you made short work of it,
I
sir.
think he killed everyone at work just to get out.
He goes, as far as I know, the only thing you will find on the west side of Opel there, on the west side of the bank, will mostly be just refugees, gangs,
Yeah. Well, if
that
you're
sort of thing.
Okay.
if your men know where we need to be going, then they can direct us.
So he kind of nods. I was like,
I mean, try to get out of where the location is on a map. You just, basically.
so he kind of says it is basically that road that you probably came on. That kind of basically takes you straight down the river,
Drunken spirit.
and it'll eventually kind of hit, I guess, the equivalent to an interstate or a highway, whatever they call them in Europe. I think it's like,
Autobahn.
and not an Autobahn, that's in Germany. And probably from there you go until you hit like until it gets off the off ramp about the center of town, and then right in that area is like an industrial area. There's like warehouses and stuff.
Distribution. All right. And they're gonna meet us on the road, like
Tomorrow night.
2 there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So if you can have Nick bring you back across the river,
Yeah.
and so around noon or so, you can depart from there,
All right.
and I will have the vehicles of my men waiting for you.
Righto.
We'll do everything.
Where
we
do you
can.
want us to put our Hummer?
He's gonna go get the Hummer.
Yeah.
While
Just-
we're doing this.
Right.
Nick knows where your vehicle is.
Yes.
Okay. Just
Look.
tell him my men, the men I send, they will know him. Or anything. And he goes, they've been out there before to the occasion to deliver a bottle or so.
Mm.
Got it.
Right.
So whatever you need, and then whatever have the trade. You said grenades
Mhm.
and whatever else.
Give it to the men.
Leave it in the vehicle.
Leave it in the vehicle
Oh,
for
yeah.
them,
Oh, okay.
and they'll trade it on the way back in.
All right.
All right.
Very well, my friend. Thank you.
All right. And he goes, I will not see you tomorrow, but my men will. And then after that, if you find what I'm looking for, we can discuss a reward.
All we need is our vehicle.
Wow, that's cheap for me then.
I kind
Well-
of laugh and say, well,
We'll see how hard it is.
Yep.
Maybe a place to stay for a bit when we get back with your sugar. That would probably help out a lot.
And he goes, if you, with them, they can take you directly to my warehouse where I have my stills and stuff. It is guarded, and the Zomo do not go there.
that'll work.
It's far enough outside of the city they do not bother with it.
That'll work.
Yeah, I can figure
Right.
out how to build
Yeah.
you a still on there.
Yeah.
He goes,
I think more than anything we could really use is intel how to get back home too. What's the best route? Maybe we can work on that.
you ask him that, or?
Yeah, heading out.
And he goes, I thought you were joking about that, actually. I don't know how you would get back to the United States.
We can just get
You have
The
a whole ocean
Western-
to cross.
we can get
If
just
we
to
can get
Western Europe. That's the first big thing we're worried about.
He goes, depends on where you wish to start from in there, but I mean, Czechoslovakia is what lies beyond the Oder.
Mhm.
You would have to cross through there. That would not be any more friendlier than Poland.
But
The
one
world is
one step closer.
The world has
Good point.
changed. The world has changed.
He goes, but you said you're looking for a steal?
That would be yeah. I mean,
I can give you parts to build a small steel.
That's exactly what we were looking for.
I forgot to print that out too. I was gonna
Oh,
print out all the sheets for that stuff.
there you go. That sounds like a bargain.
So that if you bring me back something that I can use and enough of it, I can give you enough parts for the small steel. That'd be like making small steel is like 5 liters. It makes like 5 liters per shift.
Yeah.
That's all right.
yeah,
though.
that's all right.
Better
There's
than
enough
nothing.
gas to get somewhere.
Think of the swamp tent
And then at least
Yeah.
that you can actually transport probably. If not, you can get if you can get a small trailer. That you might have to get a small trailer too, or something. I'm not too sure.
We'll just put it in the turret on top of
Oh,
it.
we got a mobile home.
It's the Humvee with the dry bar on top. That's what you're looking for.
So what's the story of the West Side?
So, all right. Thank you, Bruno.
All right. Be careful on your way out.
Thank you. I needed that.
No, and actually,
bad.
probably go ahead and take the bottle, the rest of the bottle. There's probably only like 1/4 of the bottle left in there.
That's fine. I'll need it later. So, for medical reasons.
Okay.
He goes, actually, he probably does, before you get up, he goes, just as an interest, though, there are other jobs to be done around town, too.
I look at the group. I'm like,
We can talk about that later.
What would be the gained favor from them? What would be the gained favor from them?
It would all depend. Depend on who, too. I'm not talking about necessarily jobs for me, but there are other people that have jobs.
Might be able to gain some favor then to get us a little further down the road, is what you're saying.
And we can talk about that after we got this first step done.
Oh, if we need
Let's
to-
take care of your problem first, and we'll go from there.
Your problem
need
and
to
our
stay here
immediate
for a
problem.
bit.
So,
My problem is the only one I'm too concerned, or I am concerned with.
So are we.
so
Okay.
okay.
We'll talk after that.
You guys kind of slink out then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm actually going to do
I'm
that.
gonna do the worm.
So,
It's like an Egyptian. So, you guys, what are you gonna do? Make your way back? Do you stop anywhere?
Sonic.
Well, grab
There is a Sonic.
Sonic.
grab our stuff,
grab our stuff.
and then
Did Nick have anything he
Reg-
wanted to pass on to the preacher? He just told us about him. He didn't have a
No.
message for him, right?
No.
Hey, that was more Bruno to get the
it's more
bottle.
for Bruno.
grab our stuff and radio Nick that we're headed for the rendezvous on the river to
Okay.
have him come get
get
us.
Want to make
town.
another stealth roll, recon roll? One of you.
Is this the person with the highest intelligence do it, or the
Yeah.
lowest?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the highest
or
intelligence.
whoever's got the highest recon or the highest intelligence, which you know.
Well,
Intelligence being a recon of 6.
Well, actually, no,
Yeah.
the lowest. I'm sorry, the lowest.
oh, that's right. Okay.
Because you got to go for the lowest
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that'd be,
since you're hiding.
Does that mean then?
sure, Dennis, go ahead. You and me are the same, so.
I got a 6. I got 1 success.
Okay. Basically, you kind of work your way back out of town. So you stop and get your cachet there at the railroad, and then continue on from there.
So how do we like just single, or does he come back to get us, or how do we get it back?
It's called radios.
We gave him
Oh.
a radio.
Oh, we did?
Yeah. We have 2 radios, so we kept one. We gave him one. So we just, hey, come pick us up.
Which is basically like a tin can over here and a tin can over there and a piece of string.
Oh, yeah, we got that from the, I thought you were joking, but we got them from the, what's
Yeah, from the Marauders.
Yeah, the Marauders, yeah.
Because they had them in the towers and stuff.
Right. You're like the Pop-Tarts?
We'll speak. We'll speak in code. Mom, Dad, the movie's over. Come pick us up.
Yeah, bring Pop-Tarts.
Bring Pop-Tarts.
Okay. So probably close to dawn, you probably get back and radio with him, and then he kind of gets over
Okay.
and carts you back over and everything.
And in the 1/4 bottle. Bruno was a little mad at you.
All right.
I'll give him this bottle.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And then tell him about the organizing, about the Bruno's going to
Vehicle
send
and all that.
a couple of his guys over, and they're going to drive the Humvee over the bridge and do some bribes and everything, so that we'll have that on the other side. We'll go back again about noon tomorrow across the river, and we're going to help him with an
Melcy
errand.
said maybe you need a female reading the map.
Yeah, that's true.
What's that?
Melcy said maybe you need a female reading the map.
That's true. We don't know where we're going.
trying to figure the map out.
Real quick, I saw something on the news or some news feed or Facebook news thing. It was like this Gen Zer was actually on TikTok asking, how did you guys survive before the internet? I mean, you know, how did you know where you were going without GPS and all these other things? Yeah. And she's like, what'd you do before MapQuest? And like all the Gen Xers were like, seriously, like, here's what we did. They were not being mean about it, but one guy's like, it's so quaint that you brought up MapQuest. We had maps, actual maps. You folded out for 4 feet in your windshield while you were driving to figure out where you went. That was way
And then
safer
you
than
had
what
to
we're
find a
doing
way
today.
to refold it
Yeah.
back so you could put
you
it
never
into the
could.
glove compartment.
It was a lot. Some of the stuff she was asking, people were like explaining what it was, and it was just funny.
If
'cause
you were
they're like,
really slick, you knew about truck stops and you could buy an atlas, which was
Yeah.
a book of maps.
Yeah.
yeah, we have total of 14 hand grenades. 5 went to you, so technically we have 11
And I
hand
took one.
grenades.
So do five hand grenades more in
And actually, hand Devin some too.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have any hand grenades.
So 5 to Rob. Does he want 5 hand grenades?
Just 3.
3,
give the rest as the donation.
9, because you have a hand grenade too,
Just
right?
one.
Okay, so yeah, that'll be 5.
5 hand grenades. The trade.
Yep.
What else?
We have 10 smoke grenades, but you have 5. So there's
I have one.
so we have 4 smoke grenades.
You know what? I'll give up another one of my smoke grenades and have 4. Make that 5 also for
I
that.
doubt anyone's going to care about smoke grenades.
Okay.
Then we'll keep the smoke grenades in.
All right.
What did we know?
Probably the 5 grenades probably be enough. If you want to sweeten the pot and give them a rifle.
Okay.
Okay.
Which we got a bunch of leftover rifles, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got 2 bolt action 2 bolt
Bolt action
action
revolvers.
2 bolt action rifles.
Those are really
This is really tiny.
I got a giant lever.
Actually, that's called a zip pistol.
Yeah,
Right.
zip gun.
Prison style.
Prison
Zip
style.
pistol.
We do have 13 AK-74s.
I'll give them an AK-74.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that's definitely
Okay.
enough.
We don't want to leave the rest of the stuff in there, right?
Yeah, as I say, you might. I don't know. You maybe take 2. I don't know what you're going to do with the rest of the stuff. If you can hide it in there, or
Why don't we
leave it here with
why don't we
him,
leave it
maybe
here
come
with
back.
him, and then we'll just come back and
Okay.
get it when we're done doing everything. As we need it, we can restock here.
And we can offer him like a gun or something, as payment for watching over everything. So
okay, yeah,
give this him
you
another.
can cache at his house, the other stuff.
Yeah. Well,
See if
give
he'd be
one
okay
to
with it.
Nick.
yeah, and like a
Yeah.
clip or something. That way he has something he needs. All he's got is a shotgun, isn't he?
He's probably got a hunting
He's
rifle.
got a hunting rifle, but,
But
not
he
a
could
assault
use a
rifle.
machine gun, so give that and a clip to him. We have extra ammo, don't we? Clips.
Yeah, we do.
So let's get
We have what was it?
And you can stash the stuff in like his basement, his cellar, downstairs,
Yeah, 400.
right next to the
rounds.
sign that says
They got
Nick's
clips.
General Store.
It's magazines for the AK-74. So we have 22 left. So give him 1.
and those were loaded, if I remember right. Those
Yeah.
clips, so yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the rest of the stuff, we could either let Nick watch it, and when we're done, we come back and then go back, or we could just take it with us and stash it somewhere.
I'd rather keep it with him. That way we know it's safe,
Okay.
and then we can just always come back or get a message to him. Or,
You could bury it back and forth across the river if you really need to.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
works.
Well,
Later.
again, not knowing what else we're going to do after this for the help that he was letting us know about, to see if he'll let us keep this stuff here and basically resupply as we need it is what we're doing.
Yeah, I guess it's after we get his job done and get our vehicle back. Are we taking off, or are we going to stick around here for a while?
Well, we'll
Because if
see.
we're taking off, there's no point in looking at the jobs that are around here if we're planning on going somewhere.
I guess we'll just have to see how this goes.
Yeah, on the other hand, the other jobs might be able to get us some other stuff like more gasoline, more food.
Routes to where we need to go.
Devin's like, well, I think we've got enough gasoline, don't we? How much do we have?
Let's see. 2 jerry cans of ethanol, 20 units each. And
How much we got in the tank right now?
It's full.
No, 40 out of 95. Because the fuel cap is 95 and we have 40.
Because we had to backtrack some.
Yeah, and off-road.
So you can almost empty those 2 jerry cans right now and get it back up to full,
Yeah,
and then we'd be out of gas.
right. So,
If we get the still up and running, we could start getting that built. He's gonna have sugar. We might be able to use it to make some more fuel and just kind of stock home. So
Well, that means we're gonna have to find some place to hunker
Hold up.
down, because
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able. You're gonna be a while making.
It takes a few days to brew.
especially
Well, I mean,
small
you're only
scale.
getting it. Game wise, it's every shift is like 5 liters.
Right.
So I mean,
so you need
at best you're getting out of a full day if someone's working it all shifts.
about a
You're
gallon.
getting 20 liters.
yeah.
You know.
You got
Plus,
90
you have
in
to
the
actually
tank.
get the stuff too. You'll have to forage the material.
You're looking 5 days just making gas for a tank. So you know it's gonna take a while.
Well,
But a tank does get you quite a while,
Yeah.
quite a ways, as long as you're on the main roads. Once you get off the main roads, then it
Off-road
starts,
is
that's where you
it
start
starts sucking up
burning gas.
But look how far we've driven on basically half a tank of gas.
Yeah.
I say we just cache what we got here now. Once we get over there, we can try and find a space that might hunker us down for a while outside of town, and then we can, we'll go to Bruno's for a little bit, and then after that, we'll just find a place and hold up. Then go-
Personally, I'd rather go to the church than Bruno's.
Oh, that's true too.
yeah,
Zomo didn't seem to go into the church.
they didn't go
They
into
just kind of walked into Bruno's, and that's
Right.
Well, they didn't go
put me
in.
on edge.
Bruno said that his place was guarded though, and they don't go over.
Yeah, he wasn't talking about the bar. He was talking about his
Oh, the
warehouse.
Warehouse, where he's got a
Warehouse,
still there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to put
And
it
that was
together anyway.
outside, further away from the main.
So I feel safer in that than I would anywhere.
yeah, that's true. I forgot it was the warehouse.
And outside of town plus guarded, I'll take that any day.
Yeah,
I mean, we can't stay there for long unless he starts saying, "Hey, you gotta give me another job." But at least it'd be
Well,
a
if we're
probably a
doing
week or something.
whatever jobs to help benefit him and us both, then he'd probably let us stay as long as we needed.
well, the other jobs aren't to benefit him; it's to benefit other people
other
in town.
But they're probably connected to him in some way.
Probably.
Yeah, you
Just,
Working.
it sounded more
Contact.
like the middleman type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
so
I know these guys.
We can be Bruno's thugs for a while.
If you choose, yeah, that's fine. At least it'll give us something to do while we're waiting on gas.
Right.
You know.
And maybe we can find some intel, find out how we're gonna get back east.
what?
That too.
Never find that helicopter that was flying around.
So
Don't forget too, like whenever you got a shift that you want to do something, you've got the radio. You can monitor it.
No, we didn't get the radio.
that's-
No, you've got one in your vehicle for NATO.
Oh,
But that's only for ones for other NATO,
Right.
because it's got the secret. You can do that, or you can listen to the
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't
thing,
mind
or
doing
you can
that.
build a AM radio like Balsar had.
Oh, the ham radio.
The ham radio, if you can get one of those or build one of those, then
find a generator.
then you've got the wide range radio, and it just depends, and you can listen
Yeah.
and monitor and stuff.
Thinking of that, I'd probably spend more time monitoring the radio just to see if I pick up anything from any of our allies out there.
Okay.
Like somebody who's like, "Hey,
You'll
I'm
just
out."
have to designate what shifts,
Yeah.
if you're going to spend a shift or whatever doing
Okay.
that.
I
We're
keep
gonna
forgetting
find-
about
we
that.
got- So we gotta get a radio first, what you're saying.
Well, the one in the car, I can do, but the ham radio will let us listen out farther.
So we need a ham radio.
Yeah, but I can still monitor
Can we get
our
a turkey radio?
Ham radio?
on Switch.
I want a roast beef radio.
I want a beef.
it's a club.
Yeah,
club.
yeah. I'm gonna use the club and beat you over the head with it.
Your coworkers all change the high protein diet. You can have all the gas you want.
Oh, nitrous.
Well,
He says clean the long guns first.
9 o'clock. Did you want to call it there, Brad? Or?
Yeah, that's fine. And don't forget, you got to figure, how much food you're gonna bring.
Right.
And don't forget to, like, on your how much you can carry. You can carry whatever your strength is
Right.
on your
right.
gear, and then your pack allows you to carry another amount
Yeah.
of that and everything.
Okay.
So yeah, and we'll go ahead and stop here then.
All right, folks.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in. We again are the Raconteur Society. We try to live stream every Tuesday night on Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, and Clapper. We had a little bit of trouble tonight, but we'll hopefully get that figured out. Don't forget to check out our Linktree if you get a chance to see what we got going on there. Our YouTube channel, where we have chronologically listed every game we've played so far in the last 2.5 years, 2 3/4 of a year, actually.
And then do what I do: watch them backwards.
And watch them backwards. You can actually catch up on all the storylines and see what we've done in all the different games that we play, because we don't just play certain ones. We play almost all of them.
And it's so handy, like Brad said. I was right. Like, where did we leave off in Werewolf?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
right
where we left
there.
off.
Yeah.
So handy.
So make sure you check that out. Thanks to the Dragon's Den for hosting. Thanks to Mike for all the technological advancement. Then again, thanks to you guys for tuning in. We will see you all again next week.
Thank you,
Don't forget
Simon.
to check out
Thanks,
St.
Simon.
Louis Renaissance Fair. It's running right now until the second to last weekend of October. You can come down and see me down there in the Ren Boot shop. But anyway, we'll see you all next week. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, we're gonna throw him on there too one more time.
NPC number 8, NPC number 8, NPC number 8. Don't forget to get a hold of us, NPC. Good night.
And we'll go to make it. And we'll